hard to remove. So much stick is left on here. It is unbelievable. So I am officially moving in 2 weeks, and that means that all the rental-friendly hacks that I've done, all the little upgrades need to be removed and the place needs to be restored to its original condition. Now, I'm a little bit concerned because will this take me like the full 2 weeks to complete, or will it take me a couple days, or will it take just one day? I don't know, because all the things that I've done, all the upgrades are in theory removable, but I don't know how easy they're going to be to remove. So we have peel and stick flooring, peel and stick backsplash, contact paper on counters and on cabinets. I have an accent wall that's a color block and an accent wall that's wainscoting. I'm going to be removing all of them and taking you along for the journey. So without further ado, let's get started with the bathroom. So in this bathroom, I have many things that I changed. I have to undo the countertops, the cabinets, the cabinet handles, and the floor, which needs to be removed. I'm gonna do that right now. There is a little sticky residue. So much stick is left on here. It is unbelievable. So just so you know, I love the quality of these tiles. I love how they applied, how easy they were to maintain. They didn't let water like seep underneath at all. They were just really, really nice. The design looked good. I love these tiles. And now having actually tried removing them, I can say they're super easy to remove. They do just leave that layer of goo. So I'm going to see if I have something that could work. If not, I'm gonna go to the store. In the meantime, before I go get that, I'm going to actually take off the cabinets and start removing the contact paper that's on here. And I think I need to like proper take these off, so. So removing the wood contact paper was actually pretty easy. It's just that it ripped apart in many different pieces as I was doing it, which made it a little bit annoying. Some of the pieces came off quite easy, like this piece right here, but then some pieces need a little bit of help with a hairdryer. At least that's what I used. You could also use a heat gun if you had that kicking around. But I basically just went slowly and peeled it off and all was well. I'm really glad that I got to have that wood look while I lived here. And now I can move back to removing the sticky residue that's on the floor. So I'm back and I picked up my Goo Gone and I'm 90% sure this is going to work. However, it is poisonous and I feel like the fumes are probably not the best. Since the bathroom is this very enclosed space, I wanted to try something natural first. I read online that you could put baking soda down and that would kind of like stick to the glue and then you could scrape it. And I was like kind of skeptical about it, but I had it, so I tried it. It wasn't really working. However, then I tried rubbing alcohol onto a like dishwashing pad and rubbing it with the baking soda. And let me tell you, it worked so good. All right. Yeah. You wanna come do this? My husband at work.
No, you can stand on the one tile as you sponge the baking soda. Just the one tile. It's like Twister.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh! All the baking. Oh.
You think I can sponge it from this position? Ew! I can taste this in my mouth. The baking soda.
Okay, Google, what happens if you accidentally eat some baking soda?
On the website MissouriPoisonCenter.org, they say, if a large amount of baking soda is ingested, expect vomiting and diarrhea quickly after the ingestion because it raises the sodium levels in the body.
I can feel the baking soda in the air, you know?
I can feel baking soda in the air. Hold on.
I'm trying to get the baking soda out of the grout lines as well because they are like, oh my gosh, all I taste is salt. Good morning. So we have the floors all done and cleaned up. We have the cabinets all good to go. I just haven't installed them yet. But I think the next thing that I'm going to do is actually remove the contact paper that is on the sink. Now, just to quickly show you how the contact paper on here held up, it did such a good job. It lasted beautifully and it didn't budge at all from the day that I installed it. So, like, find a little edge. The hairdryer definitely is working way better. So this contact paper left a sticky residue as well, and I actually decided to try using olive oil on there first, and that actually did remove this type of sticky residue, so highly recommend that. And then all you need to do is basically rub that in, and then after, your whole place will be like super oily, so then you need to go in with some sort of a cleaner. I just used Lysol. So I'm just going ahead and reinstalling those cabinets and screwing those in, and then after that I am going to be working on the cabinet handles, and these are a bit weird because they're actually handles that I spray painted. And I just want to show you how easy it is to reverse with some nail polish remover. So this is weird, but I'm actually going to use a Swiffer Wet Jet pad. Exhibit A. Fully off. So when I initially did this bathroom makeover, I didn't actually show that I spray painted these because I thought I would get some criticism. But I can now tell you that this is 100% renter friendly. Good as new. So it is now time to move on to the kitchen, where I have done many things in terms of rental friendly upgrades, including the countertops in here as well, these pendant lights, which I love, and the backsplash. And I think I'm gonna start with the backsplash because it's such a big surface area. I feel like I need to get that done first. Now, I will just say that removing this was so easy, but I think that's largely because I applied it over an existing backsplash. If you apply this over paint, I am 99% sure it will rip off the paint, so I would not recommend that. But over an existing backsplash, it will remove just fine. So it is now time to remove the kitchen countertops, and I have a feeling that this contact paper should be quite easy to remove in terms of sticky residue. I don't think there should be that. What I've noticed so far with contact paper is if you use a hairdryer or a heat gun with it, it will remove easier, but then it will in turn leave a bit of a sticky residue. At least that's what I found. So I'm going to try and not use a heat gun for this, and hopefully it will be easy to remove. It's so hard to remove. So my husband just recommended holding onto the edge and like using my body weight, and I'm like still not moving. I swear I have to like actually pull it. This is so hard to remove without a heat gun, but I just don't want to use one because I don't want the residue on the top. So I'm just gonna keep going, or I'm gonna pass this off to my husband real soon. Success. Now just like 5 more of those to go. So I would say that the quality of this contact paper was literally 10 out of 10. It was so easy to add on. You couldn't see any air bubbles or anything with the design and with the matte finish. It stayed perfectly in place. No water damaged it or anything, and I loved it so much in my kitchen. I am now going to move right along to uninstalling my beloved hanging pendant lights. Shouldn't be too hard, I think. So basically I am just pulling these off, and then I have some command strips that are left on the ceiling. I'm pulling those off, and there is no paint peeling on the ceiling. There's no residue, nothing. I just had my perfect renter-friendly pendant lights that I loved so much the whole time, and now I can remove them and I'm good to go. Hello, so it is now the next day, day 3 of undoing all the rental-friendly upgrades that I have in my apartment. And today I think I'm gonna start off with undoing the arch wall. So I applied this using this like cornstarch solution that is supposed to, in theory, be fully removable with no residue or anything. I don't know though, we'll find out right now when I peel this off, and hopefully we're good. So wish me luck. I'm gonna start by clearing all the decor away first. So the moment of truth, you guys. Let's see how this is gonna go. That came off so easy. Okay, let me show you the little bits that have paint. So do you see that way up here? That would be the paint I'm referring to. Now I do just want to say that in hindsight, I would have painted the wallpaper and then applied it to the wall using the renter-friendly paste method, and that would have avoided these little spots that have paint now. However, like I mentioned, I'm pretty sure these will come right off. Want to see a close-up of how the paint goes away? Let me show you. So if you see this little mark right here, that's where it bled a little bit. And it came right off up here. And it came right off right here too, so all of it is gone. So you can't really see it, I don't think, from where you are, but there is a little bit of a glare that is from the cornstarch solution. However, I know that you just need to also just like wipe that down with a little bit of the soap and water, and it does come right off. The wall is now all cleared, as you can see here, and now I'm gonna move on to the MDF boards that are on the other wall. But let me give you a peek at what the living room really looks like right now. Oh, stuff everywhere. But this is the stuff that we're gonna remove. But first I gotta move stuff out of the way. So basically to remove these, all you have to do is just pull them off, like kind of rock them away. And they just pop off like that. To remove these, you just gotta pull down and make sure you're like holding the top as you do that, otherwise this will snap back at your hand. And it's off. This is literally how easy it is to remove these. I swear this is the best rental friendly hack I've ever done. So 10 out of 10 recommended. Actually like 15 out of 10 recommend. Okay, now time to remove all of the command strips. And I'm gonna wear gloves because they do still snap a little bit. It's not a big deal, but this is a big wall. This wall is clear. Now I just have this big mess to clean up. So that is officially it for removing all of my renter-friendly upgrades. Now I will say all of them were indeed renter-friendly. They just had varying levels of complexity with restoring it to the original version. So I would say like the contact paper and the peel and stick tiles had a little bit of residue that does kind of get left a lot of the times depending on the brand that you use, and you do need either a chemical or a natural solution to fix that up. Not that big of a deal, you just need to plan for the time to do that. And then I will say that the color block wall did require a little bit of a wipe of warm water and soap, but after that it was totally good to go as well. And then the wainscoting slash wall paneling that we had was just so easy to remove. I always love that one as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It was really entertaining for me and hopefully entertaining for you as well. If you did like this video, it would mean a lot to me if you make sure that you're subscribed. And also if you would check me out over on Instagram, I'm at DIY Dalia with an underscore at the end. That would make me very happy. But either way, thank you so much for watching once again, and I will see you next time. Bye.